Yo, what's going on? So this is something that's been on my mind for a while, but really, I think if you hate me, God bless you for real. That's how I feel because I've thought a lot about, for example, okay, if someone hates me, okay, or if someone, there's two parts to this. One is sometimes you or I may feel like, I'm just speaking from my experience, right? I don't know if everyone fucking feels the same way, but you or I might experience, you walk down the street and you pass by someone, you try to smile at them, they don't smile back, or they don't even make eye contact, or maybe you, go to the store and interact with someone there, and like basically you're being nice, they're not being nice back, right? Long story short, um, that can obviously be very hurtful, but it's important to realize um, it's not about you as much as you may think it is. Because I've had instances where I've had that where someone I felt like has been rude or whatever. But then after I got to know them, they were actually really nice, really cool, and that was just kind of, some people just have that demeanor, or they were just having a bad day, or there's a million and one reasons. Okay, so it's probably not related to you in the way that you think it is, but let's also assume it is related in some way. Okay, the main message that I'm trying to get across is when I look back at my life, I can't think of even a single time like dwelling on that was useful, in the sense that, okay, it's important to know what your actions are causing. If you're going out and you're fucking, I don't know, like swearing, you're yelling like slurs on the street to everyone you see, and then when people retaliate, you're like, oh, they're hating. Like, come on, like use common sense, right? But in the general scheme of things, you're a human being. You probably do some dumb shit. You probably do some good shit. Overall, like as long as you're using common sense. It's if someone is hating or whatever, just let them be. Because honestly, with the preoccupation of, oh, what is this person thinking? What is that person thinking? Oh, fuck this. Like, it would just kill my vibe and ruin my fucking day. And now it's like, even when I see someone on the street, whatever, I always try to smile first or be nice to them first, even if they're nice, not nice back. It's like, who gives a shit? That doesn't control any. That doesn't have any. That's not a reflection of me, or who I am in any way, shape, or form. You know, but on the opposite side, if I'm just constantly in my head, oh, I'm not gonna smile at this person. Okay, like, fuck, man, people are fucking rude, and fuck this guy too. It. I'm cutting myself off from all these um wonderful opportunities that are right in front of my eyes. Okay, maybe you do that, you get to know someone, and that grows into a friendship or a relationship, or just someone in the motherfucking area. So you kind of have each other's backs or whatever, and it's just cool to know people and have good relations with people. But again, I just don't see what positive has ever come from worrying about, oh my god, what this person, oh fuck this person too, they said this shit. It's like, whatever, man, fuck it, man. I'm focused on my goals, and again, you can't, your self-esteem and drive and things, they can't fluctuate based on what he said, she said, whatever, because those things change on such a frequent basis that who gives a shit. Maybe when you're making a lot of money, you go out on dates and say you're, like, I don't know, CEO at fucking a big tech company, right? You'll get more when girls ask, like, yo, what do you do, and you say that. That'll probably get a better response compared to, say, you end up losing that job and you're laid off for a while, whatever, and the alternative, right? But you as a person did not, like, anyone can fall on hard times. You as a person did not change. And again, I understand we're all influenced by external factors to some extent. There's no denying it. But we can't have our fucking internal confidence to go up, down based on what he, she, it is thinking. Okay, this, in my opinion, is the number one way to just, surefire way to just lose your fucking mind. Have your own standards, have your own values, have your own morals. Stick by them. Be nice with yourself. You're only a fucking human being. You're gonna make a million and one mistakes. You're making a million and one today. You're gonna make a million and one tomorrow. This continues until death. Okay, and just like fuck it, he, she, again, whoever's talking, let him talk. But dwelling on that and constantly being in that negative mind frame as you interact with people on a day to day is only gonna hurt you. There's nothing, even if you have some dream and someone's like, oh, you can't make it, it's like, whatever, dude, just tell them and like move on. It this isn't something. Just stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on your shit. Like, this is one of the biggest. Dwelling on these things is one of the biggest waste of times. And again, if you have the skill, if you have the whatever goal you're striving for, if you have the balls to make that goal happen, so to speak, then whatever someone is saying, whether they're saying something positive or negative, it doesn't make a lick of a difference, because you'll still get to your end goal. And if you don't have the balls, again, it's like whether people are like, oh my god, you're the greatest of all time, whatever. Time will show that's not true. So just stay focused. These things aren't worth tripping on.